you also did the presentation at university, right?
Oh, yes, I did. I
Uh,
did a 10-minute presentation at my university today.
oh, it's very common uh, to do the presentation as a final evaluation or final instead of final test, right?
Yes, that's right. But this is not yet our final test.
Mm.
It's just one of our performance tasks. But you're right. Next week, it's another presentation, and that is for
A
finals.
final, wow.
Yes.
Is there any criteria to evaluate? That criteria was given in advance from professor.
Now, we were not given any criteria, but in the past, we were given criteria and
Mm.
like instructions.
Yeah,
But now, no,
no,
nothing.
because of the you tried several, more than 10 times, so your professor already recognized you already got all the criteria tips to make a good
Yeah, right.
presentation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks so much for today. We will have the audience who will join the World Youth Meeting and other international youth conference. Most of them don't have enough experience to make presentation in English. Unfortunately, if they did not learn how to make effective presentation, their presentation are very strange. Very look like mosquito reading. I'm
Mosquito leading.
I'm so happy. So don't look so happy, yeah. Or just reading and try to uh, read what they memorized. If they
Okay.
their mind go blank, 頭真っ白になったら they cannot continue the presentation. Yeah. Anyway, uh, I hope they will have enough power to complete to make good presentation for today's lesson. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you too.
Uh, yeah, and also, can you see this screen? Not yet. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And today, uh, for beginner high school students and university level students, the challenge presentation in English. What's more important thing when you make the presentation? Please talk about this issue. Yeah.
Okay. So, firstly, when you are going to present, especially in international conferences like the World Youth Meeting, you always have to have a message.
Yeah.
What you want to share with the people.
Mm.
That is very important. So in our case, I am grouped with two Japanese students. So
Mm.
our core message was to stop cheap labor.
Oh, just a second, just a second. Uh, you and two Japanese students collaborate each other, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And what you should do first is decide core message, right?
That's right.
Uh,
Like
yeah, what does core message mean?
core message is
Please use this word at the
mm,
end of presentation.
so a core message is something that can be used at the end of the presentation
Mm.
because that is what will stuck to the hearts and minds of your audiences. That is like your branding.
Yeah.
They will remember you for your core message.
Okay. Anyway, at the end of the presentation, if audience, high school students or friends or university level students say, "Oh, Zairin's group, this group wanted to share this message to us. Oh, I got it." So that was the core message, right? That the more important thing is to share with your group first. So your group, you and other two Japanese students have to talk about core message. Your message is that to stop cheap labor, right?
That's right.
This is the first thing you should talk with your friend, okay?
Yes.
And next, you will go story, explain, giving the concrete example, right? And
That's
using
right.
the picture, okay.
All right. So again, remember the first step to your successful presentation is collaborate with your group.
Yeah,
Talk about the core message, what you want to leave in the audience's hearts and minds. So in our case, I, Reika, and Miyu, we decided to talk about cheap labor,
cheap
and
labor, yeah,
we aim to stop cheap labor.
yeah.
Now, this is difficult. This is actually a difficult topic, but we want to simplify it. We want to make it easy to understand. That's why the second one here is important. Story, and picture.
You use the banana first, okay? And next you use a clothing store, okay?
Mhm.
Finally, you show the concrete example.
So, in
Okay,
our storyline, we decided to have bananas first because we know that everyone loves bananas. And we are lucky because I am from the Philippines, and in the Philippines there are a lot of bananas. And I am lucky to have them as my group mates too because in Japan, Uniqlo is like the biggest brand. I mean, sorry. Okay, so as you can see here, there are a lot of pictures, but they are just simply first bananas, second are clothes, and third is our action plan, or like
action.
what we
Yeah.
want to achieve. And these are very important. They are equally important in having a successful presentation.
Okay, and your story core message is what?
To stop cheap labor.
Okay, stop cheap labor. Okay, and first you handle in case of banana because of you are Filipino, so very easy to explain to refer the price of banana. Okay. Second, Japanese friends are very easy to handle by using the clothing store, Uniqlo or Zara, a lot of the company. And this also the cheap labor is very important issue when we talk about the story.
So here,
Okay, go on, please. Yeah,
so here is the storyline.
yeah.
So first, think of a core message. In our case, again, stop cheap labor. Now, try to think deeper or make it simpler.
Yeah.
Now, since I'm a Filipino, we thought of banana. Since my friends were Japanese, we thought of clothing store.
Okay,
So,
just second. First, when you make the story, talk about the banana it strongly rely on your Philippine case. The second, Japanese talk about the clothing store, right? And
That's right.
this was the stop cheap. Oh, sorry, cheap labor. Stop cheap labor, right?
Yes, that's right. So if we just look at this mm, board or presentation, we can see bananas and clothing store.
Okay.
They don't seem to have similarities,
Yeah.
but deep inside there is a bridge connecting them, which is our core message to stop cheap labor.
Okay. This is the
So,
solution. Yeah. So
mhm,
okay. Picture. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay. Gary always point out that. Okay. A picture. By using this one, what did you want to talk?
in here we want to talk about how much bananas are there in the Philippines,
Yeah.
and even though there are a lot, and even though they are really delicious, we wanted to point out that the the farmers don't get enough
Hmm.
because of cheap labor.
The first you start a Filipino case, banana. Okay. The mainly taught these 1, 2, 3, 4 is regarding banana. Okay, and explained in this is the one big issue in your presentation. Talking banana in order to explain what's the cheap labor in
Right.
means in Philippines. In this slide, what did you talk about?
This is our introduction.
Hmm.
We wanted to make our introduction interactive. That's why our the first sentence was, have you ever eaten Filipino bananas? How about you? How about you?
Okay.
And so we interacted with the audiences.
Okay. You talk about Filipino is very delicious and very famous all over the world, but people are okay. Big company contribute to economy. Big company or there was something, but like this. Now they are working at the banana factory, right? In Davao area. Oh, I'm there, yeah.
That's you.
変なおっさんが出てきましたけど。Okay. And also, they work more than 10 hours every day. Okay? Very hard.
くもないですよ。
There's no sound.
Manpower. There are no high-tech machine. Okay. When it comes to their salary is only 50 or 6 peso, more than 100 peso.
Yeah.
How much?
At that time, I think.
Yeah. Okay. だいたい1日に今だったら1日働いて1000円ないぐらいですね。Maybe nowadays 300 pesos is the minimum charge in Philippines,
That's
right?
right. Actually, less than 100 per hour.
Yeah.
Less than. So that's how badly paid they are.
OK。だいたい70ペソとして、150円、1時間150円ぐらいの賃金ですね。というところをここまでで喋って、sorry, up to here, title and 2, 3, 4, 5, you will explain how terrible for the banana producing worker, yeah, the wages, okay?本当に低賃金ということを話をします。ここまでが一つの柱ですね。一つの柱です。次に、この服の話をしますね。服の話。Okay、服の話になってくると、ここからここまでが服の話ですね。6、7、8。ここまでが服の話です。when it comes to the clothing store, your friend and you, what did you talk about the clothing store?
Just like with the problems in bananas and the farmers, the people who are working at clothing store factories also face the problem of cheap labor. So we wanted to connect them. One problem from the Philippines, one problem from Japan, and that is our story.
Okay, and this picture is very effective. Zareen, by the way, so there are workers in the developing country like Myanmar or Bangladesh. Most of their products were sent to Japan as a supermarkets or Ito-Yokado, Uniqlo, or Zara, such a company. Yeah, and their product is cheap, but very good. The checking product system in Japan is very, very strict. No error when they send their product. But please explain this one.
So this is another example of cheap labor.
Yes.
Now, in Japan, there are shirts that are sold for 1,000 yen. But in fact, the people who actually made these shirts were only paid around 30 yen every shirt that they make. So that is a big difference. Like you buy something for 1,000 yen, but the person who made your shirt was only paid for 30 yen.
30
So
yen.
that is a problem when it comes to cheap labor.
So yeah, good t-shirts, but the too cheap is a big problem when we think about their life. Yeah, workers' life. Yeah, they need money for their kids and to have their kids go to school or high school or university, food. Sometimes their kids are hospitalized, have to pay a big money for that. Yeah. But yeah, so you talk about two issues. Your core message is stop cheap labor and talk about banana and the cheap labor in clothing store area. Okay, that's why you talk about first you decide core message and make a story by using the picture, by using the core picture setting 1, 2, 3. And one picture has additional supportive picture about And second big issue, and have additional supportive picture, right?
Yes, that is very exact.
Yeah, and to confirm, the this is the main picture. Sorry, this is the main picture, and you use supportive picture by this, and deepen the theme, deepen the story to share the storyline. And finally, you became a handle the some goal, this action plan. Okay, and you showed some solution the, against cheap labor. How to
That's
stop
right.
cheap labor? Okay, okay.
Hmm.
And do you remember your action plan? Please give me
Yeah, yes, I do.
yeah, shortly. Yeah,
Okay, so our action plan is to encourage companies to stop cheap labor
yeah,
because that is the root of it. And since one of our SDGs is focused on cheap labor, it's actually when it comes to the balance of economy, we wanted to promote cheap labor and SDGs accordingly. So this is our action plan. For example, if
yeah.
this clothes clothing store that you might know, if this clothing store supports this SDG number 8 that we wanted to pursue, we also want them to put SDG supported tags. So if people don't know about SDGs, then they could look it up.
Hmm. Okay,
Or
okay.
or if
So
no
long
sorry.
and once again, would like to confirm the storyline again. Could you please explain storyline?
Okay. So again,
Just a
you
second.
have sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
okay. Go.
Okay.
Just a second. So sorry to interrupt you. Go on, please. Yeah, this is your storyline.
Okay.
Okay. Could you explain that?
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
ready?
What's your core message and the what's the core picture and what's the supportive picture and
All right. Okay.
solution? Okay.
Again,
Yeah.
first step is to think of your core message.
Core message.
What
Okay. Core
what
message.
you want to leave to your audiences.
Okay. Again,
And
what do you want to leave messages? What message do you want to leave in the heart
yes,
of audience? Okay. When they leave their seats, explain.
your core message is like the root of your storyline.
Storyline.
Now,
Yeah. Storyline. Yeah.
in our group, our core message is to stop cheap labor.
Yes.
Now, the challenge is to think how to make it simple. This is how we did it.
Yeah.
First story is about bananas.
Mm.
So, in page 2, you will see our main picture for bananas.
Yeah.
And then from page 3 to page 5, you will see our supporting pictures and videos.
Mm.
Now, we already know about the problems about bananas. We have to think, how are we going to connect it to to
Mm.
Japan?
Yes.
Now, my group, we decided to have it to make it about clothing store. So in page 6,
Okay. Just a second.
you firstly is you have to get the attention of your audience.
Mm.
So make a good introduction.
Mm. So
Second,
yeah, this is the banana, you talk about, I love banana. Do you know banana? Do you like, and talk about, yeah, this one, yeah,
Now, talk about the facts,
fact.
the things that are true about banana.
Mm,
And then next, connect it to another issue that is quite similar but is also relatable to your audience.
okay. I guess your explanation is very simple and very, very easy to understand. For example, this picture, oh, people work so hard without chatting so hard. And this one, oh,
覚えてますね。はいですね。
we can grasp how hard it is, how hard and cheap labor, and cheap labor. So the presentation, when you challenge, so make it simple and very, very, you pay attention to things, make it simple.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes. So think of a core message
Mm,
and then make it simple
simple. Yeah.
and easy to understand.
Mm. You did not never talk about when it come to the workers' law regarding the under the umbrella of the falling stock or something. Yeah, you did not
That's
say
tough.
such a thing. Yeah, so make it simple. It's very important. Yeah, thank you. And second core message is about closing. This also picture or very work very well, but mm, your speech also the more than half of the presentation was done by your you and your friend's speech. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks so much. Yeah. And finally, we'd like to enjoy your presentation. Uh, Oh, Larry, would like to enjoy your presentation on the designated day. Okay, shall we enjoy together? Yeah. I need your comment when we stop the video. Please give me your
Okay.
feedback. Yeah.
I'm kind of
My
shy.
name is Diane from the Philippines.
My name is Mi from Japan. My name is Reika from Japan.
And today, we want to have a yummy, cute, and lovely conversation with you. But first, I have a question. Have you ever eaten Filipino bananas?
Okay, I think this is very important. Start by questioning. First, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, very important. Yeah. So you, how can I say, you grasp the heart of the audience. Okay, good question. What did you ask them?
Yeah. Have you ever eaten Filipino bananas?
Okay, everybody say yes. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, yeah, of course me too. And in our country, Filipino bananas only sell for $5. How about here in Japan? How
$5. Okay, yeah, you gave the very important information. Okay,
much?
$50.
$50. That's very
bigger.
10 times.
Yeah, bigger price. Yeah.
expensive and big differences but when it comes to prices.
50.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, okay, 10 times bigger. Sorry. Yeah.
Like per box.
Oh, one box. Yeah.
Are not so good. In the Philippines, the Filipino farmers are not getting high wages. There are big companies who buy products from the Filipino farmers.
And your speech speed is very easy for Japanese university high school level student to follow up. Yeah, thank you.
And they sell it internationally for a very expensive price. Well, yes, these big companies can contribute to the economy. But how about the farmers? We have to think of them as well. That is why we want to tell you about SDG number 8. This is work and economic growth. This is a video of a factory in the Philippines. For bananas. That is what they do before they sell and distribute their products. Another one is the process of harvesting bananas in the Philippines. But in my country, people don't really want to become a farmer. Do you know why? Because, number one, farmers are always tired. Number two, their wages are very low. They only get little amount of money even though they're working hard. Yes, cheap is good, but fair salary is also important for all the workers in the world. Anyways, let's move on.
Okay, very good. And also you explained Filipino workers' situation. Why they don't want to work as a farmer in Philippines. This is a very useful information when we think about the Filipino worker. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, go on. Yeah. And standing point is very important. You three are properly stand up each other. Yeah.
You have an item from Uniqlo.
Yes, of course.
How about you? And you? Oh, of course me too.
You are moving to the another another topic, clothing store. Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
Right.
Nice performance. You
Thank you.
you shouldn't laugh at your figure. Yeah.
It's because
We love Uniqlo, the biggest brand in Japan. But how ethical and sustainable is it? Clothing stores' manufacturing process can have a significant impact on the environment, including chemical pollution, water usage, and more. Producing inexpensive or cheap clothes can contribute to overconsumption and waste in the fashion industry. In the case of some clothing stores, they are criticized for enhancing labor to produce their products at very cheap wages.
And she did a very good explanation about cheap labor, but did not pay attention this screen, this picture. If she look at this picture and start speaking, everybody can pay attention on the screen. Yeah, can understand more. Yeah, correctly. Yeah. And anyway, yeah, not so bad. Yeah.
How much are your clothes?
around 2,000
yen. In this case, almost all the clothing stores, or maybe not all, they sell their clothes for almost 2,000 yen. But they only pay less than 50 yen to their workers, which means even if they produce 2 shirts, they will only get 100 yen for that.
My part-time job, it is a minimum wage in Japan. In developing country, it is only 50 yen. Big difference is no good.
And fair salary is not just for farmers, but for all the workers in the world.
Up to here, we refer to the situation in banana producer, yeah, banana company and clothes store, yeah. So students or audience are easy being involved in the cheap labor problem, yeah. And that's so your story worked very well, yeah. I guess so, yeah. And solution.
Examples of poor labor practices. That is why we also want to introduce to you SDG number 12, responsible consumption and production, because it's not just for the production. As consumers, as buyers, we have to be responsible too. That's why we have a solution for that.
For action plan, it is supported tasks like this.
And If companies put tags like this, then people will know that, oh, this company supports SDGs. That would be great.
We also came up with an idea of giving away our old clothes to Ukrainians by putting donation boxes in our university, which is Nihon Fukushi University, so that clothes will not go to waste.
And that concludes our presentation today. Always remember what Uncle Ben said to Spider-Man.
With great power comes great responsibility. So be responsible, okay?
Now the floor is open for any questions.
Yes, you did a very good job. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you to my team.
Yeah, yeah. And also, yeah, every time I enjoy your video, yeah, we can learn a lot. So let's review very important part. Okay, core message, stop cheap labor, and set the main picture and strengthen the story. So you need sometime the additional information, supportive picture, and three main and sometimes supported picture. But the central pillar is very stable, very strong. Yeah, in your case, it's a very important skill you pursue the presentation in 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. Yeah, and you use 14 slide for 8 minutes. That's what 14 divided 8 is almost 1 minute, 2 picture. So yeah, the other day some some students from overseas prepare 8-minute presentation more than 80 slides.
That's
It's
a lot.
impossible. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
like that. So 1 minute, 2 or 3 sheet. It's good enough. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, Zari. At the end, if you share the only 1 or 2 tip for them, what comes next?
I think this is all, I mean, the success of your presentation depends on how good you communicate to your friends, to
Okay.
your group mates. So be friends with them, enjoy time with them, hang out with them, and get to know them. So you will be comfortable in working these presentation with them. So good luck.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay.
the power to enjoy the time to discuss, to make it very important. Yeah. 楽しくやらないと面白くないですね。はい。Okay, Zarin, thanks so much. Yeah, goodbye.
Okay.
See you
Thank you
next
so
time.
much. Good luck. See you.